If you go into social situations with the assumption that people don't like you, then you're going to act in ways that are unlikable, which is usually defensive, closed off, insecure, or others might perceive it as shy. You might perceive it as shy, but it could just be like whenever you're in a social situation, you're not engaging with other people. And why do we do this? It's because deep down there's this fear that people won't like the real you. It could also be the fact that maybe you don't know how to bring out the real you in a social scenario. So there are two solutions to these problems. The first one is you have to assume that people will like you. Alright, they will like the real you, the actual you, not this mask that you put on, but the real person that you are, the person who is able to laugh, is able to express their emotions, is able to be authentic, is able to speak about things that really matter to them and voice their values and opinions. Base it on real world experience. How many people have told you that they liked you or have just spoken to you, smiled at you, been drawn to you in a way, compared to how many people who straight up just said to your face, I don't like you? I doubt that that has ever happened to you. Like, nobody goes and straight up tells you that, I don't like you. Of course, we can then begin to become scared and then think about, like, okay, but do they really actually like me? Just assume that they like you, alright? That doesn't have to mean romantic or anything, but it just means like they don't hate your company. They don't hate your presence. And the other way to overcome this problem is to focus on others. And you might not understand this advice, basically meaning focus all of your brain power on other people. Don't focus on what you look like, what you smell like. You're doing weird things with your hands. Where do I put my hands? When you are self-conscious, it doesn't really help you to, like, obviously it doesn't help you to meet people, talk to people, and socialize. So what you have to do instead is you have to think about other people, and the more your attention can be fixed on them, the more you can actually be yourself. There are many ways to focus your attention on the person. The main way is to just be curious about them and try to learn more about them. People like authenticity, but what actually is authenticity? Because some people think that it means being brutally honest, which is no, that's not authentic. People might say, well, if I feel insecure or hurt or angry, then to be authentic is to unleash those emotions on the people around me. That's also not authentic. I've been reading this book lately called Platonic, and it goes really well into the details of friendship and stuff. But basically, authenticity is when you are yourself, when you're able to express yourself, but without becoming defensive. Authentic means your real emotion that you're feeling. So if somebody says something that hurts you, and then you get all angry and mean and you try to like say something mean back to them, you're not being authentic. But if even though it makes you angry, the anger is a defense mechanism, and it doesn't help you to actually say what you really feel, what you authentically feel, which is hurt. Because you're afraid that if you, like, no one's gonna respond to that. You're afraid that if you say that you're hurt, you're gonna get even more hurt. So that's how you be authentic. You have to literally, you have to go to the deepest, most basic, real emotion that you're feeling and be able to express that without attacking others, because that's a defense mechanism. And one more like tidbit that's kind of unrelated to social skills, but like, if some people think that others won't like them just because they're not attractive, which is blatantly untrue. Like, look around you in the world. How many people do you see that are objectively not the most attractive people, but they still have friends and they still like talk to people and they still smile and stuff? Like, it's never about looks. And if people, it's a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism when you are saying that looks are the only thing that matter and that like nobody gives you a chance because you're short or you're ugly or you're bald. This is a defense mechanism, because what you really feel is hurt. Alright, you really feel like nobody likes you. You feel pain. And you need to address that first before you even like think about people liking you or whatever. Because you're the one who did this damage to yourself. to be honest, like, nobody else told you that you were these things except for your own mind, and you listened to it. And if you think you're unlikable because you don't have certain features, physical features, then you are just wrong. You're just wrong, straight up wrong. And let's say that you are right and that people are judging you based off of your appearance. Like, how much are you actually doing for your appearance? Like, I have a list here that I wrote down. Have you like actually worked on your clothing and style, fashion? Have you actually worked on getting a good haircut? I need one right now, but have you worked on your diet and your exercise? Have you worked on, skincare products or beauty products or, whatever that could make you look better? Do you work on proper posture, hygiene, and, in general, like, body language? Like, there's so many aspects to physical attractiveness that so many people just give up on because they see the one thing that they have a flaw in, and they think, well, it's over. I can't do anything now. Which is just, it's not true. It's not true. So anyways, that's it for this video. And I hope this video helped you to see that it's better to assume that people like you, and like none of these things that we think make people like us are actually what actually make people like us. Like, people like us because they just, I think, like, so they like being around you. They like your presence and who you are as a person. So I guess if there's one thing to walk away from this video is that, oh my gosh, my grammar is horrible right now. If there's one thing that I want you to walk away from this video with, is just focus on others, and that will help you to be who you actually are, which is then the most attractive part about you. Alright, people like a real person. They like you, but you gotta let you come out. So anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.